it is.
I'm trying to keep my head still. We noticed that there was a bit of a volume problem in the last. We uploaded 2 last week.
Yeah, there's only so much in the first one.
The first one, I noticed so much more in the first one.
Yeah.
You're probably asking yourself, what's that cool, awesome intro that just played?
Oh yeah.
Just want
It is
where'd that come from?
That is another gem by a good friend and a growing up buddy.
Ooh.
Mr. Zachary Yates, aka the Rookie. Yeah, just a buddy. He made the original Mars beat.
Mm-hmm.
Went ahead and did a remix of the Orville theme. I believe his response to me was, "How am I supposed to mix this shit up?" and then he did.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's cool. I enjoy it.
I liked it.
You liked it?
You sent it to me, and I thought it was pretty cool. So, yeah, I'm all up for having it on. Maybe if someone wants to send one in, we can have that on. But
yeah, definitely.
We're a way away from there.
Anybody's talents, whether it's the musical or the artual,
Ooh.
more than willing and wanting
Yeah.
to see what you have. What can you produce? I guess is that the right one? Produce.
I suppose so. I suppose that's the right word.
Yeah.
Welcome to our weekly.
Yeah, the weekly.
Our weekly episode of Mars Does the Orville, or Orville Does Mars, or Orville around the Mars.
Yeah, I tried to change it up so the image was the Orville edition, but apparently that only shows up on Spreaker. It doesn't go across all the platforms.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need to work on that one. All our Spreaker fans.
Indeed. Also, we changed the image.
We did. Rob did that. I didn't have an input.
How do you feel about that image?
I liked it.
Did you enjoy it? Good. Yeah, it took me quite a long time. I'm not used to doing that much shit.
Praise given when deserved. So well done.
Thank you, sir.
But no. So welcome to our Orville podcast, our weekly episode by episode of the first season.
Yep. What are we on now? What are we doing? 2? Number 2?
Yeah, let's do 2. Let's do 2 because
okay.
This is the first episode in our session that we're doing tonight.
Bring the energy up.
Yeah,
let's bring the energy up.
Well, I just noticed
with
in the
episode
last 2,
2,
I did a lot of the in the first one. I noticed I was talking really fast, and that encouraged my stutter more. So I'm just kind of
What does fast talk? Fast talk.
I guess
backs the stutter.
I don't know. I don't really know what backs it up a bit, but I'm just trying to keep it slow and chill. And I also, when I was listening to the second one, mainly because you didn't watch the last part of the episode.
Yes.
I had to do a lot more talking, but I was like, yeah, maybe I might let Rob take point on this one.
Ooh, well, that's going to be a tough one because
I'll fill in the if I say we need to slow it down for a minute. Make things cool.
I am bad at being the point guy, but I'll give it a go because I did watch these episodes a couple times.
Okay, good.
I gave him a couple half-ass watches and then tried to give him a full ass. A full ass.
You tried to go full ass on him.
That way I could. That way, hopefully, I grab little bits and pieces.
A couple half and a full. That's 2 asses you got there.
Well, two sides make one ass.
Oh. So we're doing episode
2, and before
season 1, Command Performance.
And before we jump into that, I know last week I was trying to look for the ratings between the Orville and the STD.
Nice.
So
nicely done.
Right? Yeah. I thought that was interesting. I was like, I don't want to write this out. This is a long word. It was like STD. I was like, oh, that sucks. So what I got here is on the pilot episode of the Orville, 8.5 million viewers. Sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Right? Except for there's been a steady decrease.
Yeah.
And the latest episode is only at 3.371 million.
Okay.
Which kind of sucks.
It's going down.
Yeah, it's going down. However, watching all of these, I can see why. I am still going to continue to watch. However, I am losing interest in it.
Oh.
That's I mean, again, I'm not saying like, hey, I'm gonna keep half-assing. I'm gonna do my due diligence.
Okay.
What all 3 of the listeners have been promised.
Yeah, we have made a
I
commitment.
will do this, and
we'll go down with the ship.
Oh, it's gonna go down. It also has not been confirmed as a renew or a cancel yet. Whereas STD is sitting strong at 9.49 million.
Oh, damn.
And I did see an article saying they were renewed.
Oh.
For a second, which is fine. I mean, you can't watch it on TV, huh? You have to watch it through the app.
The app, and I'm sure just online and stuff like that. I watched the first episode on TV because I think that's the way of them just like getting you hooked.
Yeah. So I wonder how it all works out because you have pardon me.
Oh.
Ooh. You have the Orville on the Nielsen box rating.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, I didn't look that up. And then you got STD on the internet, which I don't know if that could skew viewers or not, or how it works. Like, if I watch it here and then go to Starbucks and watch it again, do I count as 2 people because I'm now at a different IP address?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Or does it just go off of the
Maybe
login?
It's just like one person just going back and forth between Starbucks.
It very much could be
on their phone with the app.
Very much could be.
No, I watched the first couple episodes and whatever. I got more into the Orville. I personally actually really like the Orville, but I probably will once it wraps up just binge all of STD.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna keep calling it STD because
you got to.
It's a good one. I like it. Anyway, episode 2, Rob, take it away.
So, what's this fucking thing called?
Command Performance.
Command Performance. Pretty shitty name. What I do like is I like starting off with Kermit. Okay. What are we doing? So we're coming in. We've got we got Captain Orville sitting behind his desk.
Ed Mercer
is sitting behind his desk, and he's
Have you learned the names yet? I don't remember.
Nope. Because I've got this all listed as Kate does stuff, and then I realized that's not her name.
Got it.
Who is it? It's Laura. Alara. Yeah. So if I say Kate, because that's what I wrote down.
Well, Kate is the Kelly. Sorry, Kelly is the XO. But sure, whatever.
So there's not even anybody named Kate?
We'll figure it out.
Shit. So she looked like Kate.
Okay. She does.
Yeah. What's her real name is Helgeston?
Do you know who she is? Like, have you seen her in anything else?
No. I did look up on the IMDb that Kelly did play Wonder Woman.
Kelly played Wonder Woman. I know her from
in 97 or 2007, something like that.
Like an early pilot that didn't get picked up.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
I knew her from Friday Night Lights.
Oh, my dad told me to watch that.
It's
no interest.
Yeah, but if for those of you who do have an interest, first season's good, second season's good, third season's bad, fourth is okay. I think there's 5.
Yeah.
Third season's only bad because of the writer's strike, so that they literally stopped it halfway through.
Really?
And then the next season they made a few references, but they just so many B plots just got cut because of it.
Yeah, I don't know. What is it? Some sports stuff?
It's about a high school football team, but it's not just like, oh my God, they have the best running back of all time.
I watched Varsity Blues.
No, but it's like it's pretty much Varsity Blues is a parody of that, right? In a way.
Know. Don't pay attention to that much shit.
Why am I even doing this with you?
Anyway,
let's see if you paid attention to this.
We'll see. So he's sitting there looking at his Kermit thing, and Dumbledore comes in. What's his name?
Dumbledore, yeah.
Dumbledore. He comes in.
Commander Lieutenant Bordus.
Commander Bordus comes in, and something he needs some days off because he laid an egg. Finally, laid an egg.
Nice.
And the questioning goes back and forth about who and what is this green frog on the desk.
Oh.
And what does he settle on? He settles on he was a strong leader.
Yeah, never back down. Always inspired his crew. He did.
I guess.
Did he? Connection.
Did Kermit do all that shit?
The dreamer. Yeah.
I thought he was just like, I don't know. He was just like the pretty girl.
He was always the one who bound them together and said that because we are together, we can do anything.
The fuck did they do? They just hung out in the playground.
No, they fucking opened up a show in Manhattan. They they took Manhattan. They.
You're talking. This is all that live action puppet shit.
What else? What are you talking about?
The Muppet Babies.
Oh well, he probably led the babies to a few.
I'm sure. Yeah, they probably went on like little adventures.
Yeah, and
like
someone had to lead them.
pretend adventures.
Grover.
Grover?
Yeah, it wasn't.
No, Grover Sesame Street.
Who's the dog?
Ralph.
Oh, damn. Sorry.
Yeah, that's Ralph.
Yeah, that's my second slip up
You're
on the
thinking
Orville
Gonzo.
podcast. No, I'm thinking of the dog who plays piano.
Oh yeah, that's Ralph.
Yeah.
Ralph. Something.
Tweet in.
That is no.
But I'm going to test your attention.
Go ahead.
How many days?
21 days.
Ooh, nice.
And he sits on it.
The gestation period is 21 days.
Isn't it gestation?
Gestation. It was a new word for me, actually. I'm not going to lie. I looked it up.
Really?
Because I was typing it in, and I was like, because I didn't know how to spell it. So I looked it up.
That's when you hit the microphone button.
Oh.
That's what I do. Every time I have to spell the word
No,
okay,
we're going to play a new game. Halfway through, I started talking. So I will read, I'll understand what I wrote.
Yeah, talk to text never works.
I'll be like, what? Oh yeah, I know what that means.
Fucking lose a marriage over talk to text.
I'll read it out once I see one. And then we get one of our standard joke watch.
Yeah, all bad jokes.
Oh yeah.
And I'm sure that they were meant to intentionally be bad because everybody's tired of the yolks, as we call them.
Yeah.
But they weren't good at all.
If you got one more and you tips on the omelet.
Yeah, that was an interesting thing to say.
Sorry, bad joke. Bad yolk.
Yeah. Yeah, it was not a strong open.
I want eggs now.
Yeah, I totally understand why they're losing ratings on that one.
Yeah, right. It was
that's a shut off.
That was a very Family Guy.
I
want eggs now.
It would work in Family Guy because they can cut to the animation and we can make abortion or euthanasia funny again.
Ooh. But I wrote down here too, and I realized since this is episode 2, this is our first proper intro with the ship and the names and all the different planets and the very Star Trek-y, very the ship's doing something in the background while the names are coming up.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I wrote down on another thing that I am already completely over the intro. The intro is entirely too long and very boring.
You'd hate Star Trek.
Oh, I do.
It's scene for scene, in a way.
I mean, we're looking at a minute long.
We're still homaging.
Well, okay, but we're looking at the intro's a minute long. I timed it, and the music, it's not there's no pizzazz to it. It's just very okay. It's what would it be bum bum? It's like shitty elevator music. And there's nothing to stare at on the TV. It's just here's this ship dodging air.
Go watch. Okay. Since we're literally doing a episode by episode review of this show, I want you to get an understanding of it. Go watch not the original series. Go watch Deep Space Nine. Just Deep Space Nine, Voyager, or The Next Generation, just until the credits. So it'll have its first scene where it kind of gives an idea.
No, it's called a cold open. They do it all the time.
Yeah, but
a lot of shows do.
I feel like I feel like cold open is a word I'd use for something that's more shocking than just.
No, that's.
I know what it is. I know what it is, but I always use it for something like.
No.
Remember Open Grave?
Yeah.
Remember when we watched that?
Yeah.
Go listen to our episode on Open Grave. That him kind of crawling through the dead bodies and stuff and crawling up, and then it's saying open grave.
Yeah.
That's okay. I know it's the proper term for it, but I'm just saying I won't say it unless I mean it in this way. Anyway, go watch any of the cold opens from those series, and any episode, any series won't matter, but you'll see how similar. You'll see how similar it is to.
I'm not worried about how similar. I'm saying not the opening of the show. The theme song of the show sucks ass.
Oh, well then listen.
It's dull and boring.
No.
by
Voyager and Deep Space Nine sucks.
Oh yeah, it's the same fucking thing, I'm sure. Yeah. It's probably just a little bit longer. But the opening of this show Like, this cold open was probably the worst cold open.
Okay.
So far.
Okay.
Because it was, I get where they were going, wasn't that great.
Right. Now, where are we?
Going on where
we're on the bridge.
They do that. They're on the bridge. Whatever. Everybody knows about this egg being laid. Wonders where's the Bortus? Oh, fucking got a holiday. But then we're asking where it comes from.
Yeah.
And let's think about this here. So
it's true.
We'll make the joke. Ha ha ha. He pees it out. No, he can't pee it out. There's no way his urethra is that big.
Well, how do you know? This is an alien species we know a little about.
Well, no, wait a minute.
Could have a retracting.
Good point.
That's
because
all male.
Maybe he's not holding on to some dick. Maybe he's got no D. Because they only pee one time a year. So if you only pee one time a year, not really necessary to have a unit.
All male. And how is one female? Ooh, we'll get to that.
Well, all that I don't know.
I think there needs to be a dick.
No,
maybe he like vomits it out, like kind of.
No, because see, but now you're borderline. You could be upsetting some part of the LGBTW, whatever it is.
LGBTQ.
Because if you're a man, you can be a woman genetically.
Yeah.
And identify with the male.
I'm aware of this.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I'm talking about this alien species, how they lay an egg. I'm saying that maybe they.
I don't know how they would lay an egg. Really,
cell from Dragon Ball Z and kind of like and get it.
They could. Isn't there some weird like alien movie where they like mouth it? Like they or no? Let's talk about a seahorse. Doesn't the seahorse just swallow a bunch of shit? And then he like spits it out or something?
I've seen seahorse give birth. It comes from their belly.
Right. But I'm saying like don't they get pregnant by like eating it or something?
Maybe.
I don't know. So. Everybody's making jokes of where it comes from, whatever.
Yeah, I know. Haha,
and then, all of a sudden, oh no, we've got a krill attack.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
We do.
What episode are you on?
I'm on episode 2.
Okay.
We got an attacking ship.
I'm just gonna let you continue until.
Where are we at here?
Wrong. Okay, cool. All right, we got an attacking ship.
What's
happening?
Wait, mom and dad, and then mom and dad show up on the TV.
Okay.
Is it an attacking ship or a ship in danger?
It's. Okay, so I'll do.
This shit loses me because I really lost interest in this show.
That's fine. That's ooh.
So what? Okay.
Welcome to the last episode of Mars Does the
Orville. Because he said something about the krill ship, krill ship.
Okay.
Did he not?
Yes.
Okay. What did he say?
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
We get a distress signal from the USS Valerial. That's minutes away.
Right.
That they got hit by a krill, and they've lost power. And they've lost visuals.
So the krill ship did attack, not the Orville.
No, not them.
90% right.
The other. Okay, sure.
I'll take it.
Now. They go to scan them, but they're already being scanned. That's kind of suspicious, right?
Who's being scanned?
So the Orville goes to, like, imagine me walking up to something I don't know, and I'm just eyeing it up. But turns out they've been eyeing me up the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a bit suspicious.
So the Orville's getting scanned.
Oh, yeah, first. Yeah.
From the ship that they're trying to scan.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then there's a throwaway line where the guy's like, our visuals are down. We can't, we can hear you and you can see us, but we can't see you. That's why we scanned you.
Yeah.
May make sense.
Okay.
So who's on the ship, Rob?
We got mom and dad. Mom and dad's on the ship.
Play by?
Couldn't tell you their names, but one of them's got colon issues.
Jeffrey Tambor and Holland Taylor.
Jeffrey Dahmer and Holland who?
Jeffrey Tambor.
He's
in Arrested Development.
No, I know. It doesn't mean I know his name. I don't even know his name.
He's in Transparent, and in that he identifies as a female. Full circle.
Hey, there it is.
Yeah. We'll end the episode here. Full circle. Now, that's his parents, and they're doing standard. How are you, son? Standard parent stuff.
That's it. Back and forth. A little heckling.
But they're two big enough actors. They could probably cost a bit of money to be on, or maybe they just wanted to have some fun. But
yeah,
a spoiler, we don't see him again.
No,
this was probably done offset. You know what I mean? Like they didn't even need to be around.
They would show up. But neither of them have
they
anything
didn't
better
need
going
to.
on.
Like imagine, like oh, we're really busy. Cool.
Nobody needs to. They had nothing better. What hit movies has Jeffrey Dahmer been putting out?
He's in the middle of Transparent. It's doing really well.
Oh, he's on a show.
Yeah.
He's not in the middle of making hardcore ass movies.
But I'm saying that
he's got time, is what I'm saying.
That he doesn't. Yeah, but he. But what? Okay, fine.
You're trying to make it sound way more magical than it is. They called him in.
I'm trying to make it sound less magical.
He just showed up to set.
I'm saying that is less magical. That he could just, hey, because there's obviously a green screen behind him. All they need is him, camera.
Yeah, they're on a spaceship.
And Holland Taylor, and just be like, yeah, cool. Here are your lines, and that's it. Now you could do that with Charlize Theron. She couldn't just be green screen in the whole time.
No, she's in the whole goddamn episode.
Exactly. Because these guys weren't. Maybe they might be in the future.
No, they just showed up. They got nothing going on.
No, but maybe in the future they might go back to them.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, so anyway, yada, yada, yada. I literally wrote yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
Ed
excited happens.
Decides to go over just to stop the embarrassment, right? He's like, just cut it. I'll come over now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because they talk about get your colon scanned. Then we have funny jokes about colon scanning. And now it's okay. My colon's all right.
Because they're like, I'll bring it up a lot. I have a constant, why is the captain going? Like, kind of, I'll make a statement like, there's no reason why the captain should go down to the ship. It doesn't make sense. He's the most valuable person.
But he does.
But
this
makes sense because he's like, it's my parents and they're embarrassing me. I'm gonna go.
Yep.
So he goes with his
Kate's in command.
Yes, he goes with his first officer, and because Bortus, who's the first in command after the XO, because he's on his egg, Alara's in command.
That's right.
And she's like, Roger, wait, what?
Yeah, she does not want to be fucking in charge of shit. And this is her first fucking ship, first anything, right?
Yes. First time command.
Yeah, I mean, whatever, put her in charge.
I'm trying to think about it. In Star Trek, it would go Picard and then Riker, and when Riker's not there...
Who the fuck is Riker?
The number one. The guy with the beard, the tall guy, William, no? All right.
Nope.
When he's gone, who's after him? Is it Data? I think it might be Data.
So how come it's not Isaac?
Well...
I know his name.
Yeah, good job.
Thanks.
So... Yeah, because it was never Worf. And Worf was chief of security, like Alara.
Uh-huh.
Who was after, right?
Well, did they ever have that issue in Star Trek?
The thing is, if Worf was a captain, they'd just be like, bomb them all, it's a good day to die. Like, he's
because Worf's a hater?
Not a hater,
Drinking
but...
that haterade.
He's a fighter.
Oh.
Anyway.
So he's a bro?
So, they shuttle over.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly's asking what his parents said about her.
Mm-hmm.
Another pop quiz.
No.
How many times in one sitting
47? 49?
Did Ed's mom call Kelly a bitch?
It's like 40, high 40s, 48, 49.
46.
46 was the first thing I said.
No, you said 47, 48.
Huh.
49.
Yeah.
High 40s.
That's right. All in, and then they were asked to leave.
And then
they did it in a restaurant
because the table beside them were complaining. Yes. And then Kelly says that maybe that their relationship, their marriage would have gone better if he didn't work as much and if she didn't have an affair. You know, like they had a moment. It kind of it makes a moment later. So this conversation is for a point later.
Yeah, well, same thing with her. Like, oh, get a weed brownie. Oh,
well, like, why not?
Whatever. Bring weed into it.
So then what happens, Rob?
The fuck is this? Oh, Kate tries to get out of her bullshit by walking in. Yeah, Alara. Sorry, I told you I have Kate written everywhere.
I know.
With little hearts over it. Yeah, she walks in on Bortus trying to hatch his egg.
No, that's a bit away, but...
Oh, that's the next thing that matters that happens. I don't...
So Ed and Kelly make it to the ship. They don't know what it is, and they get beamed away.
Yeah.
Then the ship, isn't a ship anymore. It's a little tiny...
Well, I guess that's important.
Everyone's freaking out. they're like, what do we do? What do we do? And then Alara runs to Bortus asking for advice or to take over.
Yeah, and he looks gross sitting there on an egg.
Well, I'm sure it doesn't look that attractive, a woman giving birth either.
No. But, yeah, I mean, to see like a lumpy...
Don't be a hater, Rob.
A lumpy brown bum drinking on that haterade.
Don't drink that haterade.
That's me drinking it.
Hashtag Rob hates Mocklins.
No, Rob doesn't hate Mocklins.
Rob hates Bortus.
Space shows. He's realizing.
Rob loves this podcast.
No, I enjoy the podcast very much. I enjoy doing this. I was thinking to myself, actually, I was like, you know what? This is interesting. Like, it's a space show. I'm going to like it. Like, this is cool. Like, I'm going to get into it. And then I'm just like, wow, this shit is just... There's a reason why I don't watch these space shows, because none of them are that good.
We'll do a STD podcast after this.
We won't. I'm not going to touch that fucking show.
It would just be me? Imagine just thinking, hello and welcome back.
Yeah, you can borrow the mics.
And the room. Hey, Rob, do you mind just giving me the room for about 2 hours?
I mean, I'm going to sit here. My mic will probably be on, but I'll chime in and just be like, your fucking show sucks.
Hi, I don't mean to chime in, but your fucking show sucks. Thanks, bye.
Yeah. I don't mean to chime in, but my mic's on right in front of me.
Hey, Rob, I'm a big fan. First time caller, long time listener. Your fucking show sucks. Bye.
Oh, yeah. Bye. Bye, guys.
Well, we got Robin again. Anyway, Bortus is like, no, I'm not leaving my child because it could danger his life.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Fuck you.
Yeah, he's not going to do it. And for good reason. This is his fucking kid. Like,
yeah.
I'm not going to get off my egg just to go help somebody who doesn't want to do their job.
Tequila. Shoots that.
She does. Is it a special tequila? Because she says something tequila.
Yeah, maybe.
Space tequila?
Maybe it is space tequila. That helps. Now, what I want to know... So, it shows her getting a shot of tequila there from the... From, like, the little computer replicator thing.
Yep.
Then a couple scenes later, she gets a double from a bartender.
Uh-huh.
Why even have a bartender?
Well, because it makes everybody feel more welcome, more comfortable. Get a little alien to listen to all your little bullshit space problems.
No. And
turbulence.
Then she pukes it up and then bumps into Henson Parker.
She does. Pukes it up real quick.
Just to introduce someone that she could damage later and then make her feel bad.
Who's a Henson Parker?
Remember the guy she bumped into? And he's like, are you okay? And then she was just like, yeah, but no. And then he gets hurt in the explosion just to show a consequence.
That guy.
Just to show consequence.
LeVar Burton.
Sure.
Throw away LeVar Burton.
So far you've called 2 black people on this show LeVar Burton.
Who's the other guy called LeVar Burton?
The character called Lamar, the Navigator.
Oh, that's because his name's really close to LeVar. You can't ding me for that one.
His name's closer.
Yeah, you can't ding me for that one. This guy actually
She's back in command.
had the
Lamar gives a little sass, which I'm like, that's not cool, dude. You're a senior officer. You got to respect the chain of command.
Yeah, but
no,
but she doesn't. Well, everybody knows she doesn't want to do this shit. Fucking homegirl points it out later on, like, hey man, you can't be a bitch about this. Like, you have to just nut up and take care of it. You're in charge.
So she has the idea of getting the tracking device and pulling it into the spaceport.
Yeah, which I have a problem with. Like,
go on.
Oh God. First off.
Pros and cons.
So you have this fucking thing that's just going to grab this other giant continent-sized thing.
No, it's not that big anymore because it was
compared to the Orville ship.
No, it was pretty small.
Yeah, compared to the Orville ship. Yeah. Because I mean, it's the size of like their little spacecrafts.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at a shot where they're pulling it in, they're both about the same size. Like right when when they tractor beam it. They're about the same size, or maybe the majiggy's about half the size shorter, and then they lazy beam it into them, and then they show another shot of the both of them, and it's very very tiny. My issue is when they're lazy beaming it,
tractor
beaming it. The fuck is it spinning for? Why is it not just coming? Like, why does it have to rotate? Why is it not just, like, being pulled?
It probably needs to spin to work.
Well, it could spin the other way. Like, I don't know why it has to tumble over itself.
Okay, so you're saying...
That was irritating, too, because I don't understand why it would do that.
Because
it doesn't make any sense.
If something happens in space, it'll be eternal. So if you're in space and something hits you, you're spinning forever.
Right. But it's like, it's a top-shaped.
Yeah.
Like it's a fat middle and two skinny
It's just
poles.
basically like a spinner, right?
Oh yeah. So it's spinning, whatever that way. If you can't see my hand, it's going this way.
He's going clockwise.
Yeah, I'm going clockwise from the middle though. But when they're tractor beaming it, it's going. The two poles are shifting. It's tumbling.
Yeah.
For what fucking reason? Doesn't make any sense.
Maybe that's how it pulls. It's because it pulls particles at a time. It kind of like pulls it in a way instead of just like. Anyway, so they pull it in.
Yeah.
Isaac states his. I don't like this idea. This might not work. And then they're like, let's be. It's our best. And she's like, it's our best chance to finding the captain.
Right.
Pull it in, and then Isaac figures out it has a bomb attached to it.
It is a bomb.
So it blows up a little area of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Not cool. Acting Captain Alara.
No. But it's not that bad, really. You look at the ship like, yeah, you got a fat gully dug out of your shit, but, I mean, you know, whatever. But now why people are in that area anyways? Because a lot of people seem to be hurt. Not dead, but a handful of people seem to be hurt.
In engineering probably got hurt a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, was Lamar in engineering? Not Lamar, what's his name?
Parker.
Parker. Was Parker?
He said it himself, wrong place, wrong time.
Oh, okay, well, fair enough.
That's what I'd call a throwaway line.
Oh.
Where you don't need to explain that much.
And then I noticed they're in the what is it called? The medical area. I know it's got a name.
Oh, med bay.
Okay, so the med bay. They're in the med bay. There's a couple times you see somebody scan one of these, what I'm assuming to be nurses, although I don't think they have credentials.
Okay.
One of them scans them with their metal detector, their airport metal detector.
Rob,
then
Rob has never seen any episode of Star Trek.
No.
Yeah.
No, there doesn't.
It's just that nonstop. Oh, like it's like, oh, I've been injured in a space flight. Let me check.
Oh no! I get that. I understood that. They just fucking metal detected him.
Yeah.
And that's gonna tell you like, oh, his bone's broken.
Oh, he's cancer.
He's got gallstones. Like, I get you. Cool. But the thing is you've got one terrible medical technician that does it. She walks away. In comes another technician, does the exact same thing.
So you're talking about like an extra in the background.
I mean, I get it. Like, you got extras, and maybe you can give them better directions instead of, hey, you know what, just everybody do exactly what that person did on the same person. There could just be better directions. So now it's like, you have to realize once I lose footing in a show, I am now just looking for shit.
Yeah, I get
doing
that.
My best to pay attention.
You missed a crucial plot point.
When the fucking ship.
No, yeah, when the ship blew up a bit, Alara came running down and she bumped into, like she saw that Henson Parker was injured and stuff. And she offered the. What was it? She offered all additional power to engineering to get it better, and then the chief, I believe his name is Steve Newton.
Oh yeah. Scotty.
Yeah, the Scotty. Excuse me.
Oh, I wish they would have done something better. Because why is it that not knowing dick about Star Trek? Sorry.
Hey, I did it last time apparently.
Oh, you did. That was a bad biff.
Yeah.
Did you listen to it?
I did.
Yeah. How is it that not knowing shit about any of that movie, I can still like, oh, that's who this guy is.
Yeah.
That's how bad this is.
No, it's not bad. It's taking a system.
But just change people. Take the Worf-looking fucker and turn him into Scotty. I mean, keep the robot, whatever, but maybe make him your fucking driver. Like, switch the positions a little bit.
Maybe, yeah.
You don't have to go biting. Like, this is not your twin trying to sleep with your wife. Like, that's not how that's working.
He calls her kid, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm not a kid."
No, she says that later on after.
No, and like in her head, she's like,
"Oh yeah,
I'm not a kid."
Yeah, she verbalizes it later on.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, she does. She offers all that shit up, but it's after the med bay.
Well, she begs the doctor to relieve her because the doctor's
she's like,
the only one
tell him I'm high or something.
Because the doctor is the only one who can relieve her of duty for medical.
You got to write her a script.
Basically, yeah.
Bitch is crazy.
Yeah.
Bam. Not gonna happen. She ain't gonna do it. Although I will say,
She called her. She
Uh,
said, "I will help you." But
what's her name? Is this girl's name Kate?
No, this girl's name is Claire Finn.
Shit. So
Dr. Claire Finn.
Claire's a smart woman. I'm gonna give it to her. She's doing real good.
She said she'll be Alara's Obi-Wan.
Yeah, I like the fact that Alara was just like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Because why would she?
I don't know. Why would Scotty look like his cousin in a different show?
Steve Newton.
Same thing.
That's not his name.
Nobody knows.
Anyway, what's Ed and Kelly getting up to?
Oh shit, they're waking up.
Where are they?
And they don't know where they are.
They
Apparently,
they
think.
do know where they are.
Oh well, they're familiar with where their surroundings. They do not know where they are.
Ooh.
Huh?
Ooh.
Like that?
I'm gonna grab a Coke.
Pay attention to that. No Cokes.
No Cokes.
No Cokes.
Any waters?
I got waters over there.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a water.
2 times.
Ooh.
So they wake up and they're familiar. They're what the fuck's going on? We got some things that I know about. Oh, look at this, look at that. Uh-oh. Why are we in our apartment from when we were married? And they don't know. They don't seem to give too much of a shit about it because they kind of drop it real quick. Like they do a little like down memory lane, like, oh, I remember this, and yeah, go ahead. It's like, oh, this is my robe from 2 years ago.
This is my Kermit.
This is my Kermit. This is this, but. And they really don't seem that fucking worried about it. They think they're in a time warp, whatever, which fucked me up because I thought I was watching episode 5 now. But, yeah,
no,
so
you do think it, like, they do solidly... They're not... What? So you want them to automatically start freaking out?
Well...
they're two professional Union fleet.
Then figure out what the fuck is going on.
They don't know what's going on, but they're staying...
But they're not trying to figure it out either.
They're staying calm. They checked. They checked the
checked
door.
to make sure the apartment was right.
No, yeah, they checked. No, they checked the door, and then they were like, "What's next?" And then Kelly said, "Survival." And then they checked if the food replicator was working.
Yeah,
and it was.
Well, yeah, they checked.
So
yeah,
right.
they try to remove the walls and shit or whatever the fuck they try to do.
So,
no, I'm not saying they need to like run around and bump into each other like the Three Stooges, but at no point. Okay, so the food replicator works good, but they're not scheming. They're not plotting. They're not like trying to figure it out. Oh, that is melty as fuck.
Right.
They're just having cake and whiskey. Like, it was real quick. Like,
as in they got way too comfy real quick.
Yeah. Which brings me to another point. This show should only be a half hour long.
Okay.
Boy, are they breathing. Which, talk about breathing. Go on a quick little thing here. Matt has not yet seen the Blade Runner movie. I
don't care to.
He doesn't care to. I don't have a big concern in it, but I was thinking like, hey, you know what? They're re-releasing it, or they're doing another version, a sequel, or whatever the fuck.
They made a sequel.
I've never seen the original. Hey, me and my buddy Jeff, we're gonna go see it. Why not? I haven't hung out with Jeff in a while. Here we go.
Oh, you went with Jeff?
Yeah, me and Jeff, we went to dinner. We did a little BJ's over there. BJ's restaurant.
You had BJ's before?
Mm-hmm. Had some BJ's.
Thanks for the invite, buddy.
And, it's spur of the moment. You were working. And,
whatever.
And he had some free tickets. So it was like, hey, either this or Kingsman. I was like, I don't care. I'm interested equally in both.
Oh, Kingsman. Easily. I loved the first one. Haven't seen the second one.
I've seen the first one. I enjoyed the first one. But I was just like, hey, you know what? I've seen previews for the Blade Runner. Like, I can go either or.
Is he a fan
of Blade Runner?
Yeah.
He knew way more than I did, but had not seen the original.
Got it.
So we were like, fuck it. 15 minutes in is the first time I fell asleep. About half to 45 after, I fell asleep again. We're talking about a good, 3 to 5 minute nap. Apparently, I didn't know this, but I think Jeff fell asleep for a good solid half hour. And it's very bright. It looks very good.
Yeah.
Visually very nice. Fucking boring as shit. Fucking irritating. Because here's the thing. Let's just say you're leaving the hospital, okay?
Wait, let me pause you for a second.
Go ahead.
My first time ever seeing the first one, or attempt, and only attempt, I fell asleep. And
not surprised.
I was we were up where it was like 5 of us. We're all at my friend's house. We all said, "Hey guys, let's watch this Blade Runner movie. It's meant to be cool and sciency. Let's do it." Fell asleep. I woke up at the end and there was like this robot running around, and I'm like, cool.
No, the idea is cool.
So I'm leaving the hospital anyway.
Okay, so let's just say you're making a movie, and in this movie, or no, we'll go real life. So in real life, if you leave the hospital, you just checked out. What do? You fill out the paperwork, you sign your name, you get your fucking personal effects back or whatever it is, you get dressed, you go down the stairs. Let's just say you're on the 3rd floor, the elevator's broken. You go down all 3 flights of stairs, and you walk from the stairs out to the front of the building, and then you walk to your car. Now, that's what would happen in real life, pretty much step for step, yes?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Now, if that was a movie, what would it be? You're released. Just sign a little close-up of your signature, right?
They wouldn't even put that in.
Maybe you'd have a little quip back and forth with the lady, and you would see, like, somewhere on the screen, your hand's doing a little signature, some shit like that. Or you're gathering your personal effects, and then just cut to you opening your car door, correct?
Or save time and have a visual of him walking out, but you can hear in the background, you can hear him, well, Mr. Villanueva, you're all good to go. Sign here. Wow, we're sure going to miss you around here, blah, blah, blah. And then, like, just explaining why he's walking to his car.
Yeah.
Done.
Some shit like...
Same scene, 2 different
whatever.
meetings.
Yeah, you do that, or you just... The next shot is you sitting at home or coming in the door or something, right? Well, that's just what happens, right?
Yeah.
That's how it happens in movies.
Yeah.
Not in Blade Runner. Oh. In Blade Runner, they show you walking up to the desk, sign your name, walk to the staircase, go down all 3 flights of stairs, exit the door from the staircase, walk to the front. That's pretty much what they did in everything. Oh. So you got your Transformer quick cuts, and then you have the exact opposite, the full travel. That's what they did in everything. No matter what. There's no... And it's all dead noise.
So you didn't like Blade Runner?
Huh?
So you didn't like it?
I like the idea. You can take... The damn thing's pushing 3 hours.
Yeah? Oh.
You can take probably 2 hours out of it. Just cutting dead air. And then you have shit to where it's just like, well, I don't know if I can do it. Like, why did I just hear you breathe for 5 seconds? You didn't run. Why did you pause so long between all the fucking syllables and nobody altered that out? There's just so much room. Like when I first started editing the podcast, I was just like, we can leave it. We can leave it. It's all good. Whatever. And it's just, there's no need for it. So that's why we fell asleep as often as we did. That's why Jeff was able to sleep for a solid half hour.
Ooh. And
that's why I just kept sleeping. And then all of a sudden it's loud noise, bang, crash, somebody, and then somebody will randomly yell a word. Just a bad movie. Terrible movie.
Oh, okay.
So
we're back on the Orville.
We got to that. How breathing?
No, I know where we are. You were saying how the Orville needs to be 20 minutes long.
Yes. So a half hour.
Oh, sorry, but you know what I mean, like
23 minutes, whatever it is.
TV 20 minutes.
Yeah. So I mean, I think you can fit it all in. You know, I think you'd be able to do it, and it would still work just as well.
Maybe.
And you'd be able to cut that theme song down by 30 seconds.
By 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Cut everything by half.
Or you can do that thing to where you...
So we're back on the Orville.
Yeah, we've been back on the Orville.
And then Isaac finds out that they were taken, and that he's like, when there's like a tractor beam, they leave a little trace. So then he figured that out, and he figured out they're in this off-sector space.
Uh-huh.
So then this is like a bad area. This is the Calavans.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
they just own a sector, like,
well,
or
no,
it's just known like that's where the cool kids hang out.
No, but it's like remember that they said that they're so technologically advanced.
Yes,
they don't like anyone or even talk to anyone below them.
Yeah.
So then it's like, why bother?
But that's what Admiral later on says. Hey, we don't go there. That's their spot.
Yeah, because they're so technically advanced, they'll just blow you out of the water. Like,
yeah, but it's not their planet. It's just like this is where they float.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. Like, this table's reserved.
Yeah. So, but I'm guessing sectors are kind of like continents. I'm sure there's
like
other
space continents.
I'm sure there's other ways, other planets that they have under their control that is part of their sector.
Maybe, I guess.
Maybe with other.
I have to look into that one.
Yeah,
because it just looked like they were floating around in space.
So, yeah, so basically, Alara tells the Admiral about that, and he's like, "Hell no, don't go. Your orders are to come back to Earth."
Yeah.
And then she tells the bridge that.
Mm-hmm.
Bridge ain't that happy.
No,
Malloy
fuck no.
back, like, once again, senior officer Malloy back talks, gets sent home.
Yep, and that's just because she's trying to play prison rules.
Well,
trying to be a badass.
She's just trying to,
She's trying. She's not doing good. It's her first day.
But anyway, once we figure out it's the Calavans, we cut back to Ed waking up, and he realizes he's in a zoo.
Realizes he is somewhere. He does learn shortly after he's in a zoo.
It's a zoo, yeah. But there's a character across who kind of does all the explaining for him.
Yeah, Hellraiser.
Yeah, Hellraiser's like, hey, the buoys scan your ship and then make a customizable bait to lure you in, and then makes your own.
Yeah, all this horse shit.
No, I was like, how's like, hey, buddy, I see you're confused. Remember that buoy? It's a customizable scan. Probably gave you your parents or something. Hey, did you see your apartment?
Yeah.
It's a customizable apartment from the scans.
Yeah.
And then once you get acclimated, they pull the cover away so then people can watch you. I don't know you. Like, yeah. But I could tell you were confused.
Well, he's only been there for 8 months.
I've only been here 8 months. I know a lot.
And then the little kid. It kind of sucked they had a little kid. Now, how do you just get a little kid?
Probably they... Well, as I said, they don't care. They're probably just the kid ran off.
Yeah, but...
Kidnapped. Or, I don't think...
Well, they have to capture him from a ship.
They might not do their... But maybe he was like a poacher, and the poacher just took it. Yeah,
I guess. Well, poacher should have better sense than that, but I mean, I guess. His room was very boring, though. Just a couple chairs. That's the saddest thing. There were a couple chairs.
Hey, maybe...
And he only needs the one.
But that was his environment.
Yeah.
That was
probably like the living room.
They scanned him. Listen to Hellraiser.
No, I did. I listened to Hellraiser, and he's very irritating.
They got the guy who was there for 30 years filling up his whole cage.
Yeah, fuck that. That bothered me too. Like, oh, let's throw in an overly hairy, Chewie-esque kind of thing. Like, let's not do anything original whatsoever in this show now. Oh, I had such high hopes for it.
So Alara goes to her Obi-Wan and complains how everyone hates her because she's doing this. She's following orders. It's not her fault and this and that. And then she was basically like, you should go home. That's the orders, but it's your command. That's like, do you want to risk your career on this? Because by going after them, she's basically risking her career that if they possibly aren't alive, I have written here.
She's risking everybody's
Remember
life.
your argument. You need like I didn't write it all down because I have so much to say that I didn't have time to write it. But I was just like, remember your argument. So she's risking. We find out in the episode we'll do after this that there's 300 people on this this ship. She's risking 228 and 98 of them. Yeah. Because of their first officer and their captain. So she's going to risk all of them under her command on if they might not even be alive anymore. Right. And then come back. But this is also against an admiral's order. So first...
Well, it's not a huge argument.
No, but first...
Nobody's arguing.
She does what's right, and she gets... Because one of Spock's biggest...
Oh, shit, with the Spock. Fuck Spock.
Is the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Right. Make sense?
In certain occasions, yeah.
Okay, so... Because it's logical. Now, the Admiral gave her direct order. She has to obey that. She has to go back. Right. But now... So, no, I'm just talking about consequences with that. I'm not saying I wouldn't do it either. Mm-hmm. Now, so she's like, crap, wait, if I'm going to do this, my career's done because I just disobeyed an admiral, even though later on they have a throwaway line. Oh, we'll take care of the admiral. Like,
yeah,
like, you know what? How? Tell me.
When it comes to everything else, like it didn't matter. Like the way she solved it went to the fucking lunch table and was just like,
no,
hey guys, are you cool with this?
No. She went to the lunch table, and she was basically like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give in to the peer pressure of you guys hating me, and I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, but nobody had any problems, so she should have just did that in the first place.
Every time, now because it's a similar to Star Trek. Every time Jean-Luc Picard has ever disobeyed a direct order, he doesn't opens all frequencies, talks to the whole ship. Hello, this is Captain Jean-Luc Picard. I'm about to disobey a direct order from the fleet. If anyone would like to go against my order, say so now, and I shall note it in my log.
Is Picard?
Jean-Luc Picard.
Fuck is he?
Patrick Stewart, The Next Generation. Oh,
is he in charge?
Why am I doing this podcast with you?
I thought Kurt was in charge.
Anyway.
Oh, is he the second Kurt? Is she other Kurt when Shatner's not there?
She gives into her peer pressure.
I knew he was on the fucking show. I didn't know he was in charge of shit. I thought he was just the guy in the other fucking seat.
What do you think happens in Star Trek, Rob? Tell me.
I don't fucking know. Shatner's there for a while, and then you got fucking Patrick Stewart comes and hangs out for a little bit.
And what does he do, do you think?
I don't fucking know. I don't watch it because none of them are interesting to me.
Okay. They're two different shows, Rob. One's more one's about a couple hundred years into the future. Different ship.
So he's the new Kirk. He's the bald Kirk.
Different crew. He's not Kirk. He's a completely different person.
Well, he's the same person.
He's not. They're
the same. He's got the same title.
Yes, because
okay, then he's the other Kirk.
He's the captain of the ship. Yes.
But Spock's there all the time.
Spock isn't in Next Generation. Spock's only in the original series.
How long did that series go?
3.
3 years.
3, yeah.
3 years, and everybody's sucking this guy's dick.
3 seasons, and then
Jesus fucking Christ. Shit was only 3 years, and then how many movies?
5 movies, 6 movies.
They did 5 movies based on a 3-year show?
If you count Generations.
So all 5 of those shitty movies that came out was only based on Shatner?
So Shatner's crew.
Shatner's crew? Did they make any of those shitty movies while Picard
Star
was
Trek
fucking...
motion picture, Star Trek 2, Wrath of
on the
Khan,
show?
Star Trek 3, Search for Spock, Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home, Star Trek 5, The Final Frontier, Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country, and then William Shatner was in Star Trek Generations with Picard. They had a crossover, which wasn't that good.
Well, I mean...
Yeah.
You can't really say you didn't see it coming.
So 6 movies.
Okay. So throughout these 6 movies,
yeah,
did any of these movies with Kirk happen when Picard was holding down the ship on the TV?
They're two. No, Picard's a few hundred years in the future.
No. While Picard was in charge in TV time, when it was airing. So when that show was airing, they kept making movies with Shatner and putting those bitches out in the theater?
Look up when Next Generation started.
All right,
let's see. Hold on. I got it.
Well, no, because you've got the movie years. Star Trek.
The Next Generation.
I typed in Trek. Oops. Trek.
I don't know.
Next Gen was 87 to 94.
Okay, the motion picture was 79.
Jeez.
Star Trek 2 was 82. Star Trek 3 was 84. Star Trek 4 was 86. Star Trek 5 was 89. Star Trek 6 was 91.
Okay, so 3 of the movies came out while the Next Gen was on.
Yes.
I guess.
Star Trek Heaven.
And who the fuck was on Voyager?
So
who the fuck was in charge in Voyager?
Captain Janeway.
Oh, the lady with the fucked up hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, Jesus.
Commander Sisko was on Deep Space Nine.
Staff.
Commander Sisko. Not captain, because it wasn't a ship. It was a port. Now, the point I was trying to make was that Jean-Luc, whenever he disobeyed an order, he would always have a channel open up to the whole crew where he'd be like,
let everybody know.
Be like, everyone know, if you don't want to be a part of this, say it now, and I will gladly note it so that when I go to get court-martialed, like Ensign Rob and Ensign Matt did not want to be a part of this.
What did you just go? Ensign?
That's what they're called.
They're not just called people. They're humans, right?
Ensign Parker. Remember Ensign Parker? We already covered it. They said it fine. People Rob and people.
Oh, they gave the guy. That's his title. That's his first name, Ensign.
No title. It's a title.
Not necessary, but okay. I'm on the same page.
But Alara didn't. She just stood up and just verbally gave into peer pressure. You know what I mean? Like.
Oh yeah.
They were cheering it. Yeah, woo! Like there wasn't one person on that ship who was like. But it was a direct order.
If you watch, she runs a little goofy.
Yeah, well, she's probably trying to keep her head up so that the makeup's not falling forward.
Kind of a goofy runner.
Yeah. Right. What's the plan, Rob? Tell me.
They're just going to go back. And it's how fast can you get there? As fast as you need us to. Like, man, there's a fucking designated time.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we would have fucking been there by now.
Right. You're right. No, you're right with that one. They're like, as fast as you want us to be there. Like, cool, now.
As fast as I can
I'm not
there.
there.
Makes sense. You still got to run to the fucking bridge.
And turn it around because they're on their way to
and
Earth.
If you look at the fucking window, there's still warp speed everywhere.
I don't know if they were at warp speed because they were almost like
super
flying
speed.
lazily.
Yeah, but you don't. Like, if you look in the window, you don't see stars passing. You see blurring.
Yeah.
So they have to be warping, of sorts. Maybe a baby warp.
So what's the plan, Rob?
What do they do? So they get there and they're like, "What are we gonna do?" So it's Isaac and Kate. Yeah, Isaac and Kate are going to go down there and figure it out.
Alara.
And unbeknownst to us, they've already got a thumb drive full of shitty reality shows.
Well, you kind of just jumped ahead a bit. But anyway, the plan is to disguise using... Because they got a piece of debris from the buoy that exploded.
They did that.
So they used that to disguise their ship as a Calavan ship.
Right, how they're going to do that with the buoy, I don't know.
Well, the ship itself, the buoy has a thing on it that changes the hologram into a different ship because it scans.
Right. But they have one of those too. They proved that later on in a different episode. When they can disguise their bodies.
Yeah, because it was from this.
Oh, they got this from this, so they were able to use it in a later episode?
Whatever sets you up faster, yeah.
Whatever.
So they become... a Calavan ship, and they sneak past the guard. And all
they
that
get
stuff.
scanned up, and everything checks out.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
And then basically, because Isaac's race is the same as these guys, they're like, nope, we don't talk to anyone. Isaac, the AI,
the robot was made by the red people.
No, Isaac has their own race from Kalon 5.
Mm-hmm.
They're an artificial intelligence race of robots, of AIs. Who see themselves above humans as well. Like, they're famously racist, as Seth MacFarlane said.
I remember that. Not a lot of racism coming out of him.
No, it's not.
Which would spice this show up a bit.
I want to hear more.
We don't need any hard R's, but,
like,
we can get something.
Like a black man flying a spaceship. You think he wouldn't have anything to say about that?
We just asked him if his seat's really up front or not.
Yeah.
Jesus. Let's not set the Mars back.
Yeah, right? Edit that out. But no, you're right. He's not as racist as they say he is.
No.
But but they use that to their advantage. So they basically go down, They just walk right up to Ed and Kelly.
Yeah.
Which I was like, okay. Are you set? Because he said later on he says that Alara is his pet.
Yes. Well, he also says he doesn't need another one of her, and they don't need one of him.
Yeah. Well, they don't want him because...
Right. So, I mean, that's like... So it's fair enough that, like, you can believe they walked around without being hassled.
Because he's...
I was okay with that part.
Yeah, I was, but...
The whole pet thing, I didn't understand why she needed to be a pet.
Because he
hates other people?
So, remember, he wasn't even looking at her. Remember, because...
Oh, yeah.
Because she said to Isaac, I need to talk to him now. Make him talk to me. And then she's like, could you entertain the thought of talking to her? And then he was like, fine.
He's all fucking bitter.
I know.
My dogs are barking at a possum. I gotta get them to shut up. So, yeah, so he won't even, like, acknowledge her, really. Like, he knows she's there, but he doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't want to talk to her.
But when they finally did start talking to each other, she made a trade for I guess, a lot of them. The sad part is that there's so many other ones there.
Yeah, but you know what? So
wait,
when we get to the end, she comes out with Ed, bless you, Kelly.
Yep, good job.
And Random Child.
Yeah.
Now, how is she going to negotiate with Random Child? Because that was never part of their conversation when they found him in the zoo, was it?
Probably on the way out, Kelly was like, "No, we want the child too."
It's a little late to be making deals, and I don't think this guy is going to be like, "Oh, you want to add something after taking my humans?" That,
dog.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, they got him, and hopefully that person never shows up again in the goddamn series. But
it's just happy ending.
Yeah.
But what did they trade him for?
They traded him for fucking bullshit ass reality shows.
Reality TV.
Fucking, which I get it. That makes a lot of sense. Very irritating solution. So stupid. I thought it was very uncreative of it.
I thought it was an easy way out. I wanted
definitely.
more of a fight their way out, but
or something like.
But also, how does Alara know of reality of?
She said that she got it all from Ed, or not Ed, but
Malloy.
Yeah, she's like. Or that's because they go up to her later on at the party, like, how did you ever make that kind of fucking thing? Oh, well, Malloy has this fucking vast knowledge of some bullshit-ass TV from ancient Earth, or whatever the fuck she says.
The Bachelor, Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Yeah, I'm just like, come on, dude, like, it was just such a horseshit conclusion to it.
Yeah.
Just like, come on, guys, dude, I mean, you don't need to fucking phaser blast your way the fuck out of there, but do something, like... Throw a wrench in the ship so it drops the walls and everybody make a break for it. Or
what I did find funny was that one of Isaac's excuse to get them was that they're previously from another zoo and they're being transported because they had some kind of contagious disease, and then when they were using the lasers to shut down the ship, Ed's last words were, "I'm just going to the bathroom to read," and Kelly was like, "What?" And he's like,
"Oh,
Elvis Presley's last words. I didn't know what else to say."
Yeah, that was a bad joke.
I got a chuckle. You didn't get a chuckle?
No, this one was very piss poor with the jokes.
Ooh,
it was very. This was from the episodes I've seen. This is probably the worst one out of the 6.
So it all wraps up. Everyone's safe, and she gets a medal. Which I'm like, no, she doesn't. She gets a black, like, this admiral has it out for her. You know what I mean?
It's the Scarlet Star. No, the Sapphire Star.
Something like that. The Sapphire Shooting Star.
Yeah, some shit.
Right now,
I mean, give it to her because it was a ballsy move.
This young 23 chief security officer now has an admiral out for her. Do you know what I mean? She'll try to get her own ship one day, and they'll be like, no.
No, but it'll be overridden because it was all successful, and you've got fucking Ed and Kelly backing her, and then you've got Super Nurse, whatever the fuck her name was again, Carol, Kelly, Carlin.
Dr. Claire Finn.
Dr. Claire. She'll
woman.
go to bat for her as long as she's not fucking dead by then. Nah, she'll be fine. Give her the star, why not?
And then what do we end on?
Some dumb shit happened, huh?
Some dumb shit did happen.
Yeah. The fucking baby hatched. And everybody's fucking shitting a brick.
Why?
Well, you don't know until the next episode.
Well, it did say.
It said it hatched.
And?
Oh, they show it, don't they?
No, they just... It's a female.
Oh, yeah. They say something about it.
And then Portis like, that's impossible. And then...
Yeah. And
Fade to black. Credits.
Fade to black.
Produced by Seth MacFarlane.
Yep.
You didn't like this episode,
Fuck, no. I think it'd be good if they ended it on just kind of like a gasp.
Oh, as in like the baby's hatching.
Yeah, because now you've got like a non-continuing show, or like a show that doesn't work with the to be continues.
Yeah.
But it's all separate missions, and now you're gonna tie these two together by this. Like I said, this is probably the worst episode they have out.
Okay. Wait till you see the other ones, I suppose. But
No, I've seen the other ones, as I told you, yeah.
Oh.
We can go straight into 3 if you want.
Whew, I do not. I'm not ready. 3's a deep one.
3 is not.
I think so.
I can get it. Yeah. Probably why they lost so many ratings.
Anyway.
Well, because episode 2 had 6.4 million.
Do you know the ratings for episode 5?
After that, it went from 9, or whatever I told you it was, 8, or yeah, whatever. So, yeah, started at 8.5, went down to 6 something, then to 4, and then it's been staying in 3s.
I thought Charisse Theron would bring it up a bit.
No.
Anyway, wrap this one up.
So
you didn't like it. I liked it.
You liked it. You
I
thought it was.
I thought it was fun.
Out of the 6, where would you put it?
Oh, definitely 3. Solid middle.
You're having to hold down the middle up.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I can see that being the highest it should go.
You? 1? The worst one?
Yeah, for right now, it's going to hold down the bottom ranking.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to plug the holes.
Fair enough. Of this sinking show.
I know you like to go with the favorite joke. Did you have a favorite joke in this one?
Favorite joke. The beer in the morning. And like the
German thing.
The German thing. Because it's, as I've said it before, Seth MacFarlane's really good at writing relationship dialogue.
Yeah. I'll give that to him.
Like just them having the conversation about the Germans do it every day, and they're like, "Oh, the Germans! You always say that about the Germans." Blah blah blah. Blah. We know, like and you're not German, like like that. It seems so real.
Yeah, I can see that being an actual argument.
And I just think he's really good at that. So I guess that joke, I guess.
Yeah. I it wasn't a good one, but I enjoyed where he just told her she wasn't Frankenberry. I was like, oh, it's good. It's a good throwaway
the
retort.
Bowl thing, yeah.
Yeah, which there was no reason for her ass to be hitting the ball that many times. She's fucking irritating ass. Serial eater.
So for more of this, tune in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want some more of this fucking wonderful sugar? Keep going.
For those of you who are still listening.
It's going to suck because we're doing these out of order. So episode 2 is going to be so bitter.
Yeah.
But episode 6 was like, oh yeah, the show seems really cool. So fucking I like this shit.
Wow, it's really come into
itself. And now it's just like all of a sudden 2, 3, 4, and 5 are now just going to be like, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. And then, yeah, this is going to be a good show. I'm really excited to watch this.
Why are you Mark Wahlberg?
Huh?
Hey, bro.
Hey, bro.
It's a really good show.
You ever heard of this movie? I worked with this guy.
Have you ever seen the Orville?
Shit.
Hey, my bro Seth MacFarlane's on the Orville. I love that guy Boris.
If you
all male species, that's my kind of planet, yo.
Stuff, bro. That's what I like to see. I'm gonna take him to get a Wahlburger.
Bro. But like no homo.
No homo. No homo. But I'd stick it straight in his butt.
How do you lay that egg? I don't know.
I'll show him. I'll work it out.
Anyway, email us in if you want at themarspod@gmail.com. Like us on our Facebook at The Mars Pod. We got Twitter.
Twitter, YouTube.
We are on YouTube.
Catch us on the Google Play, iTunes, Stitcher, Spreaker, iHeartRadio.
All at The Mars Pod, I believe.
All at The Mars.
Yeah.
Either search us on The Mars or The Mars Pod. Yeah. $7 up for grabs.
Ooh, watch it. Watch out for that. Anyone want to get that going? Let us know. If not, now I'm up $7, so
that's it.
I'm gonna end on a penis. Wow. Nope, didn't get that.
Thanks for listening. We'll catch you later.
Hey, bro.